Welcome to the Dumbfounding Ditches podcast. I am Mike. That is Ryan. And I have a saying, Ryan. And I was saying before the podcast started, I have a saying. The saying goes, "Men are from Mars, and women are from hell." As you can see, I'm wearing a sweater.
Venus is close to hell. Like if the surface of Venus is like 670 degrees. So
I'm in a hoodie. We're in New York. It's what's the temperature outside? 80? It's only 80, but I'm in a hoodie because my living room is fucking sub-zero temperatures. And my son's like, "Hey, can I get a blanket? Because, I'm freezing." Anyway.
Yeah, so speaking about fucking hot, it's been 95 steadily every day. For like,
we have to figure out your mic, because your mic enhances exactly how loud you are in real life.
Yeah. So I'm loud now. I'm loud again.
Like
I'm literally talking at a normal volume. I hear you pretty loud.
But if
you're not peaking.
If you play back the previous episodes, you'll hear that it always sounds like you're screaming, kind of, even though you're not.
That's just how I talk.
But it's so weird. Anyway. So we actually don't have anything planned for this episode. I have a couple of videos to show. You said you might be interested in some police car chases or something.
Yeah, and I have something else I wanted to bring up too that went sort of viral over like the last couple of days.
What went viral?
What went viral was the lady on the airplane freaking out about the shapeshifter.
Yeah, but wasn't it just a tattooed guy?
It was some dude in a hoodie who... all right, if you want to dive down that rabbit hole, like I've watched it from both sides, and I've seen... I don't know if they're full of shit or not, but I've seen a few like reels and TikToks of people who claim to have been on the airplane, and one person who says that they're sitting right behind the guy who said that he was weird the whole flight, and a couple of other people saying that the lady was bugging, and a couple of other people saying, yeah, the guy, there was something up with him, and some lady, I don't know, I thought she was like full of shit, said that he had like a forked tongue. Like maybe he was one of those like body piercing
here's the thing.
Augmentation guys who like cut his tongue or something. I don't know.
So here. Oh wait, there's a shot of him. I think. Hold on. Okay, I found some videos. Here's the thing. Anyone can say anything because we don't know what this guy even looks like. There's no video of it, so who knows what he actually looks like.
There is a one shot of this lady getting up.
Wow.
Like, they pulled their phone out, like immediately after the lady started bugging out on him, and this lady claims that she, like the lady who freaked out, was talking to this dude. Okay, she's got to be a little mental because she was talking to this dude from what the passenger said for like 15 or 20 minutes while the plane was boarding, and the guy was not reacting to her whatsoever. Like, he wasn't saying anything to her. And then she like freaked out and said, "Oh, his face changed. He's a shapeshifter." And then she got up and walked out. She looks like she's not the kind of person who's schizophrenic. I mean, usually.
How does someone look schizophrenic?
I've seen a lot of them walking around the streets of New York, and a lot of them walking around the streets of Florida.
The more you're talking about it now, the more I think about it, the more I'm thinking of. I was just recently listening to the audiobook of World War Z, and how when the zombie outbreak is happening in the book, people are just like in disbelief. People are yelling, "No, there's zombies!" Everyone's like laughing at them. So who knows? Maybe we're being taken over by shapeshifters. But hold on, let's see if I can share this video.
That goes along the lines of that whole conspiracy theory about the lizard people, because don't they shapeshift? Like that's what a lot of the lizard people.
I don't know, but let's see.
The lizard people believe that this is a lizard person.
That motherfucker back there is not real.
Is that really a shot of him?
That wasn't him. I think no, that's somebody. That's not him. It was a white guy in a hoodie.
That guy?
No. Him. She was sitting next to him on like what would be his right or to our left of the screen.
Why are we supposed to look at his eyes?
Because the lady who was sitting behind them, which sort of doesn't make sense. How would you see his eyes if you were sitting behind him?
Okay, here's a story time for you. I've tried like 2 times to record this, but I keep going over the 3-minute limit, and I don't want to do a part 1, part 2 type thing, so I'm going to try to be specific. I was on that flight It was American Airlines. We were leaving Dallas-Fort Worth. I was sitting in the left aisle, about 3 rows back from this woman. She was sitting in the right aisle, and she had this very interesting exchange with some dude in a hoodie. I don't remember the color of the hoodie. I really, you know how memory is when you're...
A shapeshifter would wear a hoodie. He would. He would.
If he was having like a malfunction, you'd want to be dressed like you, so that you can't see arms and
Oh shit! Hold on, guys. I'm shapeshifting. No, sorry, nothing's happening.
So apparently they're calling this guy the airplane chameleon. Now,
when you're not super paying attention, you don't remember all the details. I had one headphone in, couldn't hear all the specifics of what happened, but I noticed this exchange between this woman and this dude in a hoodie. And it was kind of weird at the time because it seemed like no one else before she really started getting frantic, like was paying attention to this, but that makes sense. It was like a normal flight. This was after putting all the luggage away. We'd been on the plane for a little bit. It was before the flight attendant came over and gave the little spiel. And what I remember is she was having like a full-blown conversation with this dude in the hoodie. I'll call him the hoodie guy. She was having a full-blown conversation with hoodie guy. The weird thing was that he never once said a fucking word to her the whole time. And at the time, I don't know, I wasn't really thinking about it. But it was like it's like she would say something and he like would respond, but there was no exchange happening. It was just her getting more and more frantic. Which, okay, if she's drunk and she's going crazy, then you would think the dude in the hoodie would have been like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? But he was just like dead locked on her, like deep eye contact with her, like I don't want to feed into the conspiracies here, but like almost like she was like in a hypnosis type of thing. And she started getting more and more frantic to the point where then people started kind of knowing.
Okay, anyone can come out and say they were on that plane. I don't see a receipt here.
That's my point.
We need to see some.
Yes.
Sorry, let me move my shit down. Excuse me, guys. We need to see some receipts.
This is probably the fourth video now, because I seen 3 earlier in the day. This is the 4th one that I've seen of somebody claiming to have been on the flight.
Well, we're gonna look through a bunch. I'm glad you brought it up because I've totally. When I heard about this, I didn't think anything of it. But now it's a conspiracy.
I sort of didn't either, because day one,
I thought it was a crazy bitch on a plane.
I thought it was just another, because this is what happens in South Florida, like in Los Angeles. Los Angeles gets a lot of car chases.
Hold on. I thought you were gonna say Los Angeles gets a lot of crazy bitches because that's what we were talking about.
Maybe they do too. But South Florida, in our local news, you always get like Karens on flights, people starting fist fights on flights. You get a lot of like flight disruption news of people getting kicked off the flights. So this was on the local news. Some lady got kicked off the flight, and the flight, like whatever. And she's like, she claimed that the person was a shapeshifter. Now everybody's saying, oh, well, maybe she's schizophrenic, maybe she's hallucinating, maybe somebody slipped something in her drink, maybe she was drunk. She didn't look drunk, she didn't look intoxicated, but some people you can't tell, right?
I think she could have looked drunk, but that doesn't mean she was drunk because I don't know her.
She was.
But I want to hear what the rest of you have to say. Hold on.
Noticing. Flight attendant came over, tried to calm her down, like, what's going on? She sat back down, but she kept looking over at this dude in the hoodie, and finally she was like done with it. And that's like when I really started paying attention, like, okay, what the fuck is going on? And that's when she was like, I can't do this. She started getting up. She started walking up to the front. And then the whole video thing happened. I didn't take a video of it. I was listening to a Stephen King audiobook. I wasn't like pulling out my phone.
He seems sincere. I don't feel like he's as full of shit as
Yeah, hold on. But he just said he was listening to a Stephen King audiobook, so I think his imagination went wild when talking about this encounter. But I want to hear more.
To record this. And she didn't seem drunk to me, by the way. Just throwing that out there. I didn't see her drink. I mean, she seemed totally normal to me up until that point. The weird thing was after she left the plane, the dude in the hoodie, which the flight attendant was like, did anything happen? And he still didn't say a word. He just went like, and like shrugged. The dude in the hoodie like looked around the plane and he looked back at me and he winked at me. And again, I didn't quite register it. I was like, okay, what the fuck was that about? I was like, maybe he's just being like an ass, like winking, like that was weird, wasn't it? But now that I look back, I realized that when he winked at me and it was his left eye looking back at me, it didn't wink like this. It winked like this.
That's
Oh,
what-
come on.
Hold on, wait.
And I didn't
wait a
even
minute.
register.
This is the second video that somebody said this. So out of the 4 videos, 2 others before him said that he winked sideways. Now listen to what she just said. Wait, ignoring her while disassociating, didn't realize what she was looking at. Maybe he was just. That could be true, and I think maybe he was tripping. Do you want to know what my theory is? Is that they knew each other, and maybe this is like an ex-boyfriend, and he like broke up with her on the fucking plane. And she's like, what did she say? What was her dialogue? He's not real. He's not real. That person right there is not real. That's what she said. But that could mean a million things.
More video on the
3
freak out on
minutes.
plane.
I'm trying to look over the seat. Look at me. I'm trying to look over the seat. Like,
Stop the plane!
Where's the guy in the hoodie? Is he next to her?
yeah, so I'm saying the seat, like I was joking around, but I'm like, could we see past the seat? You know what I mean?
Thanks for the heart, whoever gave us the love logo.
What's going on? Stop it. Stop it.
I mean, she looks like a relatively normal person. I want to see her paperwork, though.
What's up?
I want to see her paperwork, though. Like, if she, like I got to see where
Yeah,
there's a
like,
history of mental illness here or something like
If
that.
he's a shapeshifter, there's... Look, let's be real here. He was on his way back to Skinwalker Ranch. He had his time out. Now he's going back to Skinwalker Ranch.
More video
Like, at this point, the flight attendant's there, another flight attendant's there with the nice gold watch, interacting with her and the guy.
Yes.
So,
on the freak out on plane.
and she's talking to the guy.
But nobody said that he said anything to anybody else.
I know, but she says,
Talk to
I don't
me.
know what the flight attendant says to her, but she says to the flight attendant, it's not the plane.
Stop the fucking plane.
It's not the fucking plane.
She said, stop the plane.
the plane.
She said, stop the plane? That's what she's saying? Oh, shit, I'm wrong. Yeah.
Stop the plane.
Pause it. Okay. This isn't all right. Now, when people say that, what bugs me out is the thought process that goes into saying something like "stop the plane," because
If you stop the plane, you die. If you stop, okay.
what, like, why did you mean stop the plane from taking off? Because I think
They're already in the air. They're already in the air. You could tell they're already in the air.
Yeah, because you hear the.
Are they? Oh, are they already in the air, or did she get kicked off? I don't even know the whole story. Did she get kicked off the plane? Was she like duct taped to a seat?
I thought it was pre-takeoff. It might be pre-takeoff, but I don't know. Like, I'm dumbfounded by this.
Cause like she's looking elsewhere now. She's not looking at the guy next to her.
Yeah, because she's trying not to look at him because she's freaked out.
Oh yeah, she jumped over him.
Stop it.
He did something. I want that guy. Like, do you see the guy who's sitting in the camera shot view? I want to hear what he has to say. Because he was looking back the whole time, and I recognize him as to being a person on the plane. That's the guy I want to see, because I haven't seen anybody else that I've watched, especially Skinny Dude that we just watched 2 seconds ago. I didn't see him anywhere in this video, in this 3-minute, and I've watched this 4-minute video a couple of times in the last 2 days.
This one I'm playing right now.
Well, I watched like this specific clip of this. I didn't see originally. I just saw her being like, "No, he's a shapeshifter," and
I never saw this, so.
Then I saw this 4-minute video. I think I want to hear what Hunter Biden
See, look.
has to say.
Now what is she saying to him when she walks back?
I need to get the fuck off this plane.
Why is she so freaked? saw that lady who was sitting in the back row that we just saw. I want to hear what she has to say.
Okay, I think there's no grand conspiracy here. I think she's just fucking crazy.
She might be crazy.
And now everyone's going to do whatever they can do to get the 2 minutes of fame from this incident. Like we're doing right now. Not fame, but you know what I mean.
I mean, I'm legit curious. I'm just curious. Like, you know, really. You know?
Door standby protocol.
What was that?
License verified disarm door standby protocol.
What?
Disarm doors. License verified disarm door standby protocol.
So, I heard my cock at the end of that.
My cock.
What is she yelling about? Oh no, she's not yelling. She's talking.
I want to hear what this lady has to say about what's going on. She seems to be sitting close to that road.
But like, I don't see this guy. Like, I know we don't see the guy, but like, she didn't do her yelling yet, did she? Is it coming later?
Yeah, because she went back and they're trying to like sit her down, I guess, and then she stormed.
Right here.
Cheers, everyone, by the way.
I don't get it. Like, what happened to her after?
And she got escorted off, and I'd like to hear from her.
I don't really. I think she's just crazy. I don't think she's sort of lizard person. Because I don't think lizard people are weird.
Or maybe he wasn't a lizard person. Maybe he was like, maybe he slipped or something. I think maybe if this is pre-flight, we're assuming it's pre-flight, like they haven't taken off yet.
I don't know.
Because everyone claims they had a lengthy exchange. Like she had a lengthy exchange. Like she spoke to him for a while, and people were like, she was talking to him. You know, I don't know.
Yeah, I think she's just crazy. FYI, if people are wondering what... Oh, that's what I want to talk about, too. The background. So, they sell these raft tents that you can set up your tent. It's a raft, and it floats on water. And it seems fun to some people. But, like, if not used properly, it can be severely dangerous.
Like a waterfall.
Well, yes, but, like, just say you set up your raft tent on a river, and you're tied to a tree, and your car's there, and then the rope rips, the rope unties, whatever happens. I'm sorry, I got tongue tied because my wife's walking by making fun of me. Anyway.
Well, I'm sure it comes with an anchor. There has to be some sort of
and then you float away, and then you wake up and you're 17 miles away from where your car is, or 30 miles away from where your car is. Then I start thinking deeper, and I go, wait a second. What if you do this in like South Carolina and a fucking alligator gets you as you're sleeping? Or the Everglades. Let's go camping in the Everglades, guy. Can you camp in the Everglades? Can you camp in the Everglades?
You can, but at like specific RV sites, there are camper sites that they have.
There are 2 driving campgrounds accessible from the homestead entrance of the park.
Yeah, in Miami-Dade, yes, there is. But that's on the eastern side of the Everglades. On the western side of the Everglades, I don't know. But it's an RV park. It's pretty much it's a campground, but it's not like a mountain campground where it's like you could pitch a tent and stuff. Like you probably pitch a tent also, you know.
What's leafy?
Leafy? What's leafy? Please, Heidelstund, explain to us what leafy is. Because I would like to know. Well, I'm just saying, you know, I don't think it's long before you hear about one of these things going over some sort of like a rapids by accident or something like that.
Wow.
Yo, dude,
Wow.
bro, it's hard for me to keep up with shit. I'm still remembering stuff from the 90s. So, like, you know.
But we're not boomers.
Yo, like, my mom's a boomer.
There was another YouTuber that got banned, or didn't get banned. Maybe he's still around, but allegedly he was a groomer, and
Like
not dogs, like children. So this YouTuber, he's been around a while. He's not as popular as we are. We are way more popular than him. You know, him and his 3.9 million subscribers. So I followed him for years, but this is just simple, funny things that, you know, that happen on Twitter.
Oh my God, Ebola is in the United States. Thank God I live in America.
Well, how long until there's like, what's the new platform called? The new Twitter, the new Meta.
Thread? No one cares about threads. No one cares
what-
about threads.
What, like now, what I'm saying is like, you already hear all this stupid shit on Twitter, and they have all this fucking, like, Twitter, like, oh, wait, hold on a second. Is this the lizard guy? Like, I'm a slithery snake? Is that who you're talking about?
What?
You don't remember the guy with he had the snake hat, and he goes, I'm a slithery snake.
No, I don't remember this.
You don't remember that guy? That
No.
guy was girl.
Get a dictionary.
All right, so I haven't done the dumbest spells in a minute. I know a lot of people were requesting it, but the only reason why it triggered me is I was reading one of the comments on a recent video, and I seen this comment, y'all, from one of my subscribers. Y'all, they said, I've been a non-viewer, but is subscribed to you from your first video. Do keep making smile. You know what? I would have liked it, but let me tell you something. This mouth don't discriminate, okay? This mouth don't discriminate whether you subscribed or not, all right? You can still catch this mouth, all right? So many people sent me this, y'all. For
Never
$90,
wear.
it has never been wear. Notice the entire city of Killeen is on boil out water order. Sorry, we are not able to sell any beverage at this time. Thank you. What is up with all these chicken restaurants, chicken fast food restaurants that don't know how to spell? Praying for her family, praying for the bereaved family for the loss of their loved one. Who is the bereaved family? We are Websters and Gibbons and Browns, but thanks. Oh my God. Please go look up what bereaved means. Who is the bereaved family?
Who is the bereaved family? I've never met a bereaved in my life. That's fucking funny.
Yo, this guy's the man.
It's the family who lost a loved one. It's not a family name. My cousin said he ate one of these and he couldn't stop saying "yes, bitch" for 3 weeks.
I was watching. Just speaking about LGBTQ. I was watching. I'm stealing this. I'm totally stealing this joke. And the person in the TikTok goes, he's like, "What's LGBTQ plus? Is that just the premium version? Is that the premium gay?"
It is. It's the commercialist one. There's no commercials on that one. Free of advertising.
I was at the gas station and I saw almost the same sandwich. It was a sandwich or a cake or something, but I know I didn't say "yes, bitch" for 3 weeks. Don't go out of your way to please anyone but yourself. How the hell did this get 240 likes? Are people this dead nowadays? If you guys are hungry, you guys can get some long yellow things, 78 cents a pound. If they can't love themselves, what make you think they can you? Feeling confused. You are not the only one. Repost if you're ugly. Repost if you still don't know the difference between y'all and your Pornhub. Do y'all hiring?
Do y'all
Okay, see, the
do
funny
y'all-
thing is, didn't that how Justin Bieber
Do
started
y'all
out? Not by
hiring?
Pornhub, but by tweeting a YouTuber or something? I don't even know. But all I know is that you keep on making fun of Keith. This was in 2015. He probably an A-list porn star by now. Attention! In Laurel County, 5 arrested in math lab bust.
Math.
Just made some cinnamon rolls.
Cinnamon.
Yes, just like Grammar used to make. This is the
Grammar.
They just be losing their virginities in middle school trying to judge other people. They've been talking about Pittsburgh Steelers all day on NFL Network. Are you mad, Heater? Hey, my college institution, I'll be good, B. Will you? Will you be good?
Oh God.
He's got to do a thread edition, like a meta threader fucking edition of stupid shit people say on Twitter.
When they're like all dying in the water.
What?
Like Titanic is obviously fake because how do they record it when they're like all dying in the water? Yes, I'm vegan. Yes, I.
Is that you, Mike? Did you post that?
This one?
This sounds like you. This sounds like you posted this.
How do they record it when they're like all dying in the water? Yes, I'm vegan. Yes, I eat meat. We
Yes, I'm vegan. Yes, I eat meat. We exist.
exist. I'm pretty sure my grandma has diabetes.
Diabetes.
I don't think your grandma is gonna die of beaties. I think she's gonna die from diabetes.
Can someone explain to me how they got all the ice through the small hole?
Yo, okay, I got something to say about all this shit, right? Because this is fucking hilarious. Like, a lot of people, right, think that people got stupider. No, they just gave stupid people phones.
They gave stupid people more
Technology.
Yes.
That's just what happened. All of these stupid, they were actually probably more stupid people, but they never had an outlet.
Oh.
They never had a way of expressing their idiocracy or their idiocy to like the world. So comes fucking like social media.
No shit.
And then gives everybody the fucking like the
Yes.
voice.
Well,
the voice their
okay.
stupidity.
Here's the problem, and this doesn't. I'm not including comedians or people that write comedy in this because they're smart. But stupid people are funny.
Well, laughing at them. They're not trying to be.
No, I'm not. Yeah, that's hence why I just said not in like a comedic not like doing stand up or writing comedy, doing intelligent things. But stupid people are funny.
We need them to be stupid and to continue being stupid.
Yes. Okay, so here's how they got all the ice in there, right? They froze little bits of water right a little at a time and squeezed it through the hole.
Imagine being this stupid. Yo, I ordered a pizza and it came with no toppings on it or anything. It's just bread. We're sorry to hear about this. Please let our friends at Domino's UK know so they can help. Never mind, I opened the pizza upside down.
You don't respond. You don't have to respond. Okay, you just leave this be.
Yes. You don't say anything. You let Domino's assume that they sent you just like baked oven bread, just the crust and nothing on it.
Why do you laugh so hard at our podcast? You said that's why, but I don't know when that was in reference to.
Could be anything.
I can't breathe.
Taco Bell, am I pretty?
Not one bit. The hashtag watermelon freeze is back.
By 6 hours to get to college, sleeps.
Taco Bell's the man. Taco Bell is the man.
Tent. Why he don't move the tent closer?
That's not stupid. That's quite fucking funny.
The voice that the guy did over it added a little bit to
Pretty?
Not one bit.
Sam, come here. Sam? Come here. Come here. Come. Stop. Okay.
Watch this.
Watch this. Wait, just wait. You can't hear
At
it.
Taco Bell, am I pretty?
Not one bit. The hashtag
That's not what I
watermelon
want you to
freeze
read.
is
This one.
back.
Homeless teen by 6 hours to get to college, sleep.
Homeless teen bikes 6 hours to get to college. Sleeps in tent.
Sleeps in tent. Why he don't move the tent closer? They stream.
You go back. Why don't he move the tent closer?
Why don't you move the tent closer?
female artist on Spotify in August 2022.
See how there's no men on this list? 1 year.
Wait, who? I missed that.
Somebody's like, there's no men on
Female
this
artist
list.
on Spotify in August 2022.
See how there's no men on this list? 1 year in with no stains or creases. If you don't drop that walking tutorial. Loudest noises in the
Wait,
world.
what? I don't get it.
If you don't watch, like we want to see how you did it. If you don't, like, how are you walking that you did?
No stains or creases. If you don't drop that walking tutorial.
Okay,
Loudest
yeah.
noises in the world. 5 fireworks. 4 motorcycles. 3 gunfire. 2 rockets. 1 your shampoo bottle falling in the shower. Some of you haven't ran since PE. Some of us didn't run in PE. Lies. There's something inspiring happening behind the curtain. I'm doing my best. Didn't run in PE. Lies. There's something inspiring.
Also, I thought that was a noose and a guy was gonna hang himself.
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't.
what I'm saying.
Happening
That's
behind
what
the
that looks
curtain.
like.
I'm doing my best. Does anyone else just get urges to make random noises? Or am I just weird as heck? I just saw a guy in the library cry for 5 or 6 minutes, and then his phone alarm went off, and he just stopped crying. I went right on back to work. It's called time management. Jessica, do you
Wow. Okay.
That was good.
So that's why I laughed so hard at your podcast when you said stupid people are funny, because you were saying we're stupid. But we are.
Yeah, well, we
Yeah,
are.
that's the point.
I never copped out to being smart.
We've always said never listen to us and don't take anything we say seriously. I don't care if we say, hey, it's raining outside. You better go on Google weather. There's no Google weather is there. Google Maps won't tell you the weather. I'm just gonna stop talking because I'm stupid.
Well, it can tell you where the accident happens because of the weather.
Wow.
ever zone out, but you're aware that you zoned out, but you're too lazy to zone back in? How do you tell someone their breath stinks without being rude? I'm bored. Let's drink mouthwash. I really be trying to take 2 to 3 minute naps in the morning. My alarm will go off at 7:35, and I'm like, I'll get up at 7:38. Life is short. Go ahead and cheat on him, sweetheart.
Can I cheat on her?
No.
Favorite character turned down. Finally try new location. Chicken pink roll. However, tastes very good. I'm very ill.
Love is sharing a password.
I'm very ill. Did you see that chicken?
Roll. However, tastes very good.
I'm very ill.
Love is sharing a password.
2017.
Netflix will end password sharing in early 2020.
They changed their fucking tune real quick. That's some real shit, dude. Because, like, do you remember, like, okay, do you remember, I want to say this because this Netflix shit fucking triggers me hard. Do you remember when Hulu was free, 100% free, no fucking commercial? You don't remember that?
No.
In 2008, 2009, 2010, Hulu was free.
I never even knew Hulu existed then.
Hulu existed as they were like mostly NBC shows, like 30 Rock. I watched all of 30 Rock on Hulu for free back in like 2010.
Why do so many people think Hulu is free? Because Hulu was free when it was launched in 2007.
Yep.
You could stream free shows all the way up until 2016.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. And,
Wow.
And Netflix. Now Netflix, I feel, right, if you had like the rental, like the disc rental thing,
Yes.
very beginning of their streaming, you had streaming.
Yes, it was included with their disc.
Yeah.
But they
and-
don't do disc anymore, I don't think.
Yes, it was included with their disc, but do you remember how much it was, like a month, and you would get, and how many discs you would get? Like they had one package,
I was getting like 2 discs for like $6 or $7 or $8, something like that.
less than $6 for 2 discs a month,
Yeah.
and you got all the streaming you wanted, and you could stream all you wanted up until about, I don't know, feels like 2014, 2013, and then before that you had to buy a subscription. But Hulu was all free, and they had crazy movies, like actual good movies that now we all pay for $12 a month, $10 a month. So Netflix changed their shit. They're full of shit.
Shut up. Why are you even in his private Twitter so I can hate more efficiently?
Let's go.
Right.
See you soon. Alright, so we got Chief Keef tweeting out, Yo, JFK, watch out tomorrow. I didn't teach you this in history class, did I?
Wow.
This chips is good. What are you eating, Paul? Help me. My son turns 1 this month. It's got 1 like. Nobody care about that baby. And then this dude gets 2 likes. I'm 8 years old today. Oh, look at this guy. 8 years old and still can't spell. This is why America needs an education reform. I'm a cat. My kids have attended this school for 3 years, and we love it here. I found that the majority of the teachers are excellent.
My son was karate chopped in the throat by the brutal one.
Mango croissants with mango filling.
What?
Put respect on French patisserie.
No.
The French do not deserve respect. Ugh, my boyfriend's family is
They don't. They really don't.
so against us dating.
Who are they to stop you?
His wife and kids. My boyfriend's family is
drop.
so
That's a mic
against us
drop.
dating.
Who are they to stop you?
His wife and kids.
Does the son have bones?
Why don't homeless people just buy homes?
Does the son bones?
Kids.
Does the son have bones?
Why don't homeless people just buy homes? Am I the only person who thinks Dwayne Johnson looks like The Rock?
I've seen that one. I've seen that.
Wait,
That's-
they're not the same person? They're two separate people?
How old were you when you were 4?
I love the answer your own question ones, because those are like, dude, it's like, I really wish I was actually in front of the person
Sam,
when they said that.
is he here still? Or is he in bed? Oh. Okay, I'll have the question for you. How old were you when you were 14? She just looked at me like I was crazy and said 14.
Yeah, because that's a crazy question to ask,
It's
Mike.
a tweet or something. And it's like, how old were you when you were 14? A question mark.
That question is so crazy. I think that lady who got escorted off the fucking plane might have asked that question.
What'd you say? How old did you look? 6?
14. Every second someone dies, every second someone is born. So why isn't our population 0?
What? Actually, that's not true, because there's more people who are born than die. That's proven. That there's an actual statistic.
Welcome back. Thanks for coming back. I appreciate it. Please don't leave us. We need you.
Taken's back. I'm gonna shorten you to Taken. I don't know what part of your name to call you by, dude. Or dude, a dudette. I don't know. Dude, they, them. What do you identify as?
Everyone drop your identity in the chat. I'm dropping mine.
I identify as.
Every second someone dies, every second someone is born. So why isn't our
They're an attack helicopter. Perfect.
population 0?
So call them Chopper.
Atlanta spelled backwards is Atlanta. I can never pay.
Yo. Bro.
Why isn't our population 0?
Hold on.
Atlanta spelled backwards is Atlanta. I can never pay attention when I'm doing my homework. SMH. I must have ADHD. I accidentally ran over someone while
ADHD.
taking these. Lol. Oops.
How is the U.S.
Wait, what was the
Ran
face?
over someone while taking these. Lol. Oops.
I accidentally ran over someone while taking these.
Hey, listen. At least they're honest. You have to respect the honesty. At least I know I ran over somebody. So she was half paying attention. She was paying attention enough to know she actually ran somebody
Well,
over.
I think you realize when this happens in the car. I think you realize you ran over someone when that happens in the car.
What was that?
No, you know what that was. That was grandma. Not your grandma. Someone else's grandma.
And you hear it get like pulled up underneath the tire, like flub up, flub up, flub up.
No, I didn't want to go that image in my head now. Thanks, Ryan.
Oh, you know, driving down the street going like a little faster than you should be, you always hear that flip, and you hear wow, like real quick, and you know they're road pizza behind a second tire.
No, I don't hit animals, bro.
How is the U.S. in debt, lol? Just print more money. It's not that hard.
So my cousin,
That's actually true, though. That's not funny. That's true.
The sad thing is
print more money.
when that happens, a recession happens. That's why printing money is sort of stupid. It is definitely risky business. Told my cousin he got me pregnant. What?
Wait, where? Oh.
He got me pregnant as an April Fool's joke. He was scared as frick. Why was he scared? What is Obama's last name? I want my first daughter to be a girl. My body is 60%.
Well,
What is
listen.
Obama's last name? Come on, people.
Obama's last name. I want my first daughter to be a girl. My body is 60% water. Why don't I evaporate? Back to the drawing board, science nerds. My HIV results came back positive. I'm clean. I must stay a virgin for life. I want to set a good example for my kids.
Unless she's or
Listen,
they are adopting.
That's
I mean,
obviously, you know what are really funny? The ones that are like, okay, that aren't like maybe this person isn't totally stupid, but they didn't think this out. Like, what the really stupid ones are like, why doesn't Obama have a last name? He could have Googled that. He could have just honestly, he has a phone. He could have put it.
you're saying his last name.
You are saying his last name,
You're-
but I guarantee you, if he Googled what is Obama's last name, it would have said Barack Obama, and he'd be like, oh, I didn't have to make myself look like an idiot on the internet. She didn't think she was saying something stupid at all. She thought she was like, you know, she thought about the end of the sentence before she thought about the real meaning of the beginning of the sentence. Virgin for life is, you know.
Unless they're born again.
What country is the Great Wall of China?
Like I said, the ones that answer their own question, classic.
I could maybe they didn't mean what they said. Maybe they meant what continent the Great Wall of China is in.
Did you ever?
That's what they meant, right?
Did you ever just feel like sort of bad enough to where you're like, I hope they're really good at something at least.
Yes, of course. I mean,
if this person is not good at anything and they just go around saying shit like this, I feel really fucking bad.
yeah, but there's so many videos of people getting asked questions and they're just like, I have no idea. Like, oh, where did America get their freedom from? Mexico. Canada? Oh my god, you fucking retards.
It's like 10 degrees outside.
Love the misspell, bro. The grease outside.
The Greece. Yeah.
Goodbye, America. Hello, New York.
Unless he meant, or they meant, or South America, but
New York is still in America, just saying. Have you never taken a geology class? I think I would know. Why is no one answering? That's a calculator, mate. Dog face a broken leg.
imagine you're like getting attacked and like 911, why isn't it working?
Your calculator app is open. So that's why my phone hasn't worked for a week. Trying to dial numbers into the fucking calculator phone.
You're right. It is when you use voice text. The grease.
Yes.
That's right. They probably didn't.
But listen, you know what? There's spell check. Like that's what I thought too. I thought that it's definitely like they auto like Siri auto corrected it. You know what I mean? To being spelled like that, and they just said post. But there are some legitimate spelled out, typed out, grammatically proper questions in this video that are like for all intents and purposes are good English, but are just straight up retarded.
Entries from tourists. I support the hustle. What did they do? Sell quack. Imagine your character plans at daycare and they keep your kids. I missed a shift at Amazon and they killed my little cousin. This is what happens when you put a penny in a microwave for 2 minutes.
You just made me start a fire in the house.
What did we have?
Because you know there's a whole second part to that.
By the way,
off camera. You know what I mean?
It's you don't put metal in a microwave.
Guns ever do to you Americans that we deserve to be bombed for 20 years.
Just a little thing called Pearl Harbor. Maybe you heard of it.
Finally finished.
History, Mike. History.
We all know it was not Afghanistan that was responsible for Pearl Harbor. It was You know, I can't think of anything funny to say. So it was just the Japanese. It was the Japanese.
No, see, you should have just let me take over. 'Cause
Sorry.
I would have. They both end with an AN. Seems like we have beef with a lot of ANs.
You can in special microwaves. Well, then it's a special microwave. It's not a regular microwave. My dead cat's sleeve. What?
Finished my dead cat's sleeve. Damn. You killing him? Hey, both y'all DM me.
Yo, that was gangster.
Are you killing them?
Are you fucking killing them, Karen?
They're 15! 15 plus 15? Wait, did our font change?
Did our font change?
I got by one of your security guards in the light bulb aisle. We want to know more. Please send your email, location, and details here. My daughter...
Did you see that?
Light bulb aisle. We want to know more. Please send your email, location, and details here. My daughter just ruined the Toy Story forever. She said if one of the toys died, Andy wouldn't know, and he'd carry on playing with its corpse. Ah!
Oh shit, dude! That's the smartest thing. That's the smartest thing that I've heard so far.
Babe.
That's genius.
Babe.
Genius. Listen.
That.
She's got to hear this. She's got to hear this.
So, I'm going to ruin Toy Story for you. Can you hear me? If one of the toys died, Andy wouldn't know, and he'd just carry on playing with its corpse. No? She doesn't find that amusing.
That shit blew my mind, bro.
Right?
That blew
true.
my mind. How many dead toys was Andy playing with? Well, we know his neighbor was playing with all the chopped up ones.
Yes, but he was making them more gangster.
He was winning and I got mad. There was a cute girl sleeping in the
That motherfucker came back like John Wick, bro. Imagine, like, John Wick Rooster comes back and kicks everyone's ass in KFC. That would be a sick movie, bro.
Wow.
Sick movie.
Library next to me, so I stole her iPhone charger. I really need to stop doing this. The iPhone was stolen, and every time they take a picture, it gets uploaded to my iCloud. If you know who this is, please help. That man has an RPG. You're not getting your phone back. My parents love me so much. This is the best birthday.
That guy legit had a rocket-propelled grenade into pictures and held up everybody's goods. That's a lot of Newports. What the fuck is this?
My parents love you so much. This is the best birthday gift ever. There's some Marlboro Reds there, or Marlboro Lights, too. If they want to change it up a little bit. Get some Cowboy Killers.
Is that for the guests? Is that for the guests?
Ever gotten? They trying to frickin' kill you. Kratos is on the nice list. You know he killed people, right? Who hasn't? Which...
It's another gangster one. That's pretty fucking gangster.
I frickin' kill you. Kratos is on the nice list.
I gotta
You know
hear
he
this
killed
guy.
people, right? Who hasn't? Which
Who
artist do
hasn't?
you hope to see live in 2022?
I think they should all live.
We do not want World War. However, bro, why do I look so good on stream?
Glad to say that's all mine.
You're literally my cousin. Stop it.
Gangster.
Wow.
But that's, like, creepy, too.
Like, I wonder the story behind this. Like, why would he, if he's her cousin, why does he say that? Like, why would you say you're all mine? That's a little...
What if he's... Yeah, well, why would he be saying that? That's number one. Because that either is super creepy, or that means they hooked up. And, number two, maybe he isn't her cousin, and she just did the hard flex on him. That's why I said that's gangster. Like, that's, like, automatically, like, anybody, like, sort of hitting on me, be like, yo, why, you know? Like, if you're,
Yeah,
like...
that's actually true. Because, like, what if that is her boyfriend, but she keeps this illusion on her stream that she's
Yes.
single, because that's how you make money. And he's like,
Yes.
one day, he's like, babe, oh, yeah, like, glad that's all mine. And she's like, shut the fuck up, dude. You're fucking
you're
up
my
the
cousin.
hustle. You're fucking up
Yeah,
the hustle.
Yeah, cuz...
Fucking up the hustle.
Cuz... You like making $20,000 a month? Shut the fuck up.
Didn't even know this was possible, but did I just get cousin zoned?
Okay, he's her fucking cousin.
Wow.
Stop acting like we're not related. Matter of fact, I'm telling your mom about these tweets. It's getting out of hand. She said...
I want to know what came up after that. Or did he just stop responding? Or did he run to mama?
That she wouldn't smash me if we was the last two people on Earth. But if we were the last two people on Earth, I'm gonna stop me.
Wow. Is that like threatening rape, basically?
Ah! My biggest fear is a killer saying some funny while I played.
That's not stupid, dude. That's for real though. I'm pretty. I'm like, yo, dude. I'll laugh. I'll laugh.
Dead. U.S. Army doctor returns arm to Vietnamese soldier 50 years after he took it as a souvenir.
Hey, so remember that arm you lost?
I grew up without a father and I want my
Wow.
shell to fill that pain too.
I guess this guy's called Toxic King.
18
Wow.
missing assignments and one.
Sometimes these things are a little too fast, but that fucking Vietnam fucking.
Yeah, I got...
Bro.
A U.S. Army doctor returns arm to Vietnamese soldier 50 years after he took it as a souvenir. Yeah, but I don't think he caused the arm to come off.
No, he was probably a medic, and he was
probably saved him.
Yeah, and he had to amputate his arm probably from a landmine, so he kept the specimen. But this is sort of fucking out of context. Out of context, it's a little creepy.
It's also kind of... It's pretty metal.
But it's pretty fucking metal.
Pretty
It's funny,
fucking
though.
metal.
He's like,
As a
oh
souvenir.
shit, this is part of me.
Oh, by the way, speaking of metal, I was scrolling through Instagram and there was one of the like videos that had like metal in the background, and I was like, "Oh shit! I haven't heard this song in forever, but I don't even know who this is. Who is this?" It was Meshuggah.
Oh yeah, dude,
haven't
they're
heard-
still kicking.
I haven't heard them in so long. I was like, "Oh, I forgot I like melodic metal."
Well, I mean, that's more like gent. Like, I don't know. Like, they're sort of.
Well, that song was very like
Well,
melodic.
they have like a whole bunch. They have like one song on every album that's just all trancey.
Yeah.
With the you know, but it's like yeah, like you said, it's like melodic.
Yeah.
That's
what that was. It was their popular. It was definitely their popular song from that album.
Or I mean, however much of a single it could be, you know, being like obscure metal. They're fucking dude. They're still kicking ass, man.
Is
And
Chimera?
they-
Is Chimera still playing?
Their lead singer had like cancer, I think,
damn.
for a little bit, and like I heard it was getting bad at a certain point. I don't know if he's recovered recently. You could look that up if you want. But he like I think he was like couldn't play because of it.
I know
So-
As I Lay Dying's on tour in Europe.
Yes. Yeah, they're but I don't think it's all original members though. I think some guys left.
Isn't just the singer the original guy now?
Might
Didn't
be.
they form another? They formed another band or something, and now it's just.
I think there are former members of As I Lay Dying who are in other bands now. Yeah.
Hey,
But-
so remember that arm you lost?
I grew up without a father and I want my shell to fill that pain too.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
That's fucked up.
I guess this guy's called Toxic King.
18 missing assignments and one day to do them. I think my only option is to go missing under mysterious circumstances.
I did that. I did
sounds
that.
like that's an epic ghost. If
I
you
did-
could pull that off, epic ghost.
I didn't pull it off. In junior high school, not high school. In junior high school, I cut like 4 months of school.
Whoa.
Almost didn't graduate. It was like 3 months maybe. Almost didn't graduate. And I got caught because the cops came to my house with a social worker because they didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
And like it was crazy because my parents were very confused because they were like, "We check his homework, we check his work." I was like, "Yeah, I made it up every day."
What?
They're like, "What?" I gave myself homework every day. You got to keep the illusion real.
Where did you get it from? You took your friend's homework.
No, I just made it up.
copied it.
I made it up. I have a math book. Today's assignments, page 37 to 38 in the math book. I made up the assignment. Today we're reading Catcher in the Rye.
You pick a book to read. You
Yeah,
pick
it's
you
they
pick a
checked my
chapter
homework.
in your fucking social studies, and you just move one forward.
They
every
were so confused because like when the cops got here with the social worker, they were like, "Wait, we figured we're coming to like a crack house or something." And I was like, "No, they've been checking my homework. They I'm here. I got home before they got home from work, so I could delete the voicemails, not voicemails, the messages on the answering machine, if you know what that is.
Yeah.
And I could throw out the letters that came that they sent home. I could take care of everything. It was perfect.
Sort of sort of like apprehended anything that could have gotten through to them to bring them to
exactly until the cops show up at the door at 6 o'clock at night, and I answered it, and I was like, oh shit.
In junior high school, I fucked around a couple of times. I never went on like a blocks of days cutting school, but me and my friends figured out a scheme, and we had about a good 8 or 9 week run where we were able to cut out of school 1 day a week. But we could only do it 1 day a week, and it had to be after a certain time, either after lunch or after our second homeroom class.
Yeah, but wouldn't they? I mean, the school would see that you were there at some, but I'm pretty sure they're not checking everything. It's not.
Yeah, and we had a whole scheme where we would place a book in the back. Okay, we would have morning assembly, right? This was the scheme. We had morning assembly, and it was a group of maybe I feel like maybe 5. It ended up about 5 or 6 of us, but it started off just 4 of us. And what we would do, we would prop a book up by the exit door in the auditorium during assembly, because they would do the head count in the morning, take your attendance and shit. You go to homeroom, and then you go to your classes. Then you check in homeroom again, and then that's when we used to bounce. We'd go back maybe 2 hours later and leave out the back door and take the book with us and go to my buddy's house a couple blocks away from the junior high school. And that's the scheme we had running, and we ended up snowballing. I think the last time we did it was close to graduation, and we had 8 people, and I think we got drunk on Zimas at my buddy's apartment. Yeah.
Zima.
Yeah.
That was like Mike's Hard Lemonade back from the original,
back in the day.
Yeah.
Talk about, hey, Boomer, that's Boomer for you. You know what's even more Boomer for you? We ended up at upgrading the next year to Colt 45s. That was
I love Colt 45, St. Ides, Oldie.
St. Ides, Oldie, Crazy Horse.
Horse.
Yeah, bro. 40 ounces of Budweiser. Obviously they used to go on sale for $2.50. But yeah, that was the scheme. I didn't do the block, taking blocks of days cutting out of school until high school.
Do you remember Cisco?
Yeah, dude, you want to hear a Cisco story? You want to hear a Cisco podcast story? I will tell you guys a Cisco podcast story. The year was 1996.
Hold on, pause. So right. for those out there who don't know what Cisco is, the bottle literally said, it looked like a wine cooler, if you know what a wine cooler is, like a small fruity drink.
12 ounces.
But the bottle literally said, this is not a wine cooler.
Yes. What it was, if you want me to describe it
I'm gonna find the logo.
Can I describe the taste for you really quick? It tasted like fruit-flavored Robitussin or fruit-flavored NyQuil. It wasn't just booze. There wasn't just alcohol in this. There had to have been other shit in this motherfucker.
That's what everyone said.
But they would sell it to you if you were 21 or over. We were not 21 or over. The oldest person that I think we had with us might have been 16, maybe. But it was, most of us were 14-year-olds, and that's in the top right-hand corner of your screen is what the bottles used to look like. That was the poster. So, Cisco's. Me and my friends, we cut out of school, right? And from 3 different high schools, we had about 16 people with us, and we cut school in my house. So my house was sort of in the center. It was like a median neighborhood between these 2 groups of kids, and they used to just come hang out at my house and cut school. Some were from Fort Hamilton High School, some were from New Utrecht, and some were from John Dewey. You'd get your straggler from FDR or Lafayette in the area that would sort of pop in. But one day, we had an in with the liquor store. My buddy Greg had an in with the liquor store, and we met up on 17th Avenue in Bensonhurst. About 8 of us. We bought, I swear to God, these things would come in a plastic sort of milk crate, a thin milk crate, or that you would see Pepsi in, and of 24 bottles in each rack. And we bought a rack of it and brought 24 of these bottles back to my house. And the 8 of us turned into 16 of us because this one beat this one called this one, that one, and they all ended up meeting at my house. I had a captain's bed. I don't know if you know what a captain's bed is.
Me, I do.
Captain's bed, for those out there who are listening to this story, is a raised bed that has drawers underneath it that's in a box, sort of like a bunk, but not with a top bunk. And it had this massive headboard, right, that had shelves. I had a stereo on it. I had like my CDs on top of it, Boomer, right? So I had my CDs on top of it with my fucking Pantera poster on top of that. And underneath this massive headboard / wall unit, because it was like a wall unit, was a space behind the pillow of my bed that might have been all of but, for your Europeans out there, about 1 square yard of space, right? And it was like a crawl space. Like, my brother was able to fit himself underneath that. If you pulled the mattress up, he could hide it when he was 7 or 8 years old. And what happened was we had all cut at my house. About 2 or 3 hours into it, we're playing Sega Genesis. I think we were playing Mortal Kombat 2 for 3 hours, smoking blunts in my backyard and drinking these Cisco's in my bedroom, when we hear the door jiggle. And we're like, oh shit, it's my fucking dad. I had to put all of the girls in the backyard, and all my guy friends were in my bedroom, and he was asking, it was already late. Like, at this point, it was like 2:30 in the afternoon. And I said, oh, they let school out early. That's why I'm with everybody. We all left school early. And he was like, oh, okay. But when we heard the door jiggling, I split the group up. The girls went into the backyard. He went to go take a shower in the bathroom, and that's when I rushed everybody out of the house. But in the meantime, I told my friends to stash all the empty Cisco's underneath my headboard. So there are 24 bottles just loose strewn underneath my headboard, piled up, because it's only about 1 square yard in an awkward position. It's more narrow and long, right? So it's all filled with bottles. Months go by. This is now probably warm weather out. This happened when it was cold. It's warm weather out in the summer. My mom's cleaning the house. She cleans my bedroom. I forget, dude. I forget all those fucking Cisco bottles were stashed underneath. My mom pulled one bottle out and read it. And I had to tell her, like, all right, I know, caught, but that was months ago.
You had to explain that it was months ago, and you yourself didn't drink 20 of them. You're not an alcoholic.
I had to tell her it wasn't all me. I'm not sneaking these things. I was like, we had friends over, and then Daddy wasn't home, and then Daddy came home, and I had to hide them somewhere. But she still flipped. She still flipped on me because she read the bottle. Now, to what we were saying before, I said it tasted like Robitussin and fruit-flavored Robitussin. It wasn't just like alcohol content, because this was like a wine. It was like more than 14%.
Cisco is fortified wine with varieties.
Right.
Wow, I couldn't say the word varieties. Selling at 13% alcohol, 70% alcohol, and 19% alcohol.
Right, like I said, it was more than 14%
That's a lot.
alcohol.
A wine cooler is like 5-6%.
Most of the common flavors that you bought, no one bought the 14% alcohol Cisco. That would always be the one fully stocked on the shelf. All the other flavors would be bought because all the other flavors were 17 and 20% alcohol. Now, I feel there was other chemicals in there. Have you ever had absinthe? Have you ever drank absinthe? Okay.
Yes.
You know how absinthe has something else besides...
Wormwood.
No, besides like the traditional way, when you just the booze in the bottle, right? There are other chemicals that are made during the fermentation other than alcohol before you even put wormwood in and trip out. Before that, there's a byproduct, like, you know, that happens. In Cisco, it's the same thing, except that I always was conspiracy theory time. I thought it was added. I thought they added like some crack shit because you.
Oh, definitely. That shit was strong, man.
It was like angel dust.
It was no joke.
You would fight cops on Cisco. Like motherfuckers would fight cops and break windows.
Yes.
And like just like get hit by cars and just get up and walk away. Like just fucking wrecked on Cisco. So these 14, 15, 16-year-old kids were playing fucking Mortal Kombat in the bedroom on a Genesis, old school, in the 90s, getting hammered on Cisco. We were about a bottle and a half each of us. So for like a 14-year-old, if you drank 2 bottles of that shit, it was
gone.
a wrap. It was a
gone.
wrap. It was a wrap, yeah.
I think the first time I drank when I was 14.
And smoking blunts. It was before my 15th. I did this when I was 14, and I got caught months later when I was 15. So 14 when I drank it, 15 when I got caught for that shit.
I can help. It's alright. Majority of these are just case studies for one class. I can probably finish them. Thank you, though. I meant help you go missing under mysterious circumstances. Japan's first lady made a surprise visit to Pearl Harbor at CNN. Japanese are big on surprise visits to Pearl Harbor.
The gangster, because it's like it's commented on CNN, you know, so it's like somebody had to read that. That somebody's job was to read that. They were dying. They had to.
Oh man, that's good. It's true. It's funny because it's true.
Rip Grandpa. What's up with this emoji? Did you kill him? What the new? Japan is set to finally raise the age of consent from 13 to 16. They should not. Japan birth rates are.
Yo, okay. That's sort of weird that they're raising it from 13 to 16. That's one. But you can't argue that it's true. Japan's birth rate is really low. But it's a fact.
No, but
Japanese aren't having kids.
you shouldn't be having kids from those ages anyway.
No.
Ready low.
My girlfriend and my sister have the same name. It's so annoying. Every time we have... I think about my girlfriend. Oh,
Yo!
Yo, read that again. Read it.
I mean, that's difficult. You have to call her by her middle name. If you would have to. Or give her a nickname. You'd have to call her
He's banging his sister.
No, that's not what I read. Wait, hold on a second. I thought he said his girlfriend and his sister have the same name.
Listen.
To 16. They should not. Japan birth rates are already low.
Listen to it.
My girlfriend and my sister have the same name. It's so annoying. Every time we have... I think about my girlfriend.
Every time we have sex, I think about my girlfriend.
I can't believe I read that wrong.
It's the... My wife looked at me because I said that out loud, that part. Every time we have sex, I think about my girlfriend, and she looked at me like she wanted to murder me. It's a guy posted a tweet, and it says, my girlfriend and my sister have the same name. It's so annoying. Every time we have sex, I think about my girlfriend.
No, yo! I'm not a burger. You're more than a burger. You're steak. You're a stew. A versatile queen is what you are.
Wow.
There are more than that.
A lot more than that.
I had a huge crush on her as a 10-year-old. When I was 10, I mean, not when she was 10. Follow me for more recipes. No! When you walk in to rob the place and she finds out that you haven't eaten. I apologize for insinuating the penguins in Madagascar are in a gay polyamorous relationship. I was unaware they were related. Please forgive me. I'm high as heck and just discovered I can fit way more dino nuggets in my air fryer if I put them vertically. I just had a great idea for cemeteries.
It's such a wasted space. Cemeteries is such a wasted space. I get the point.
Dude,
but
hold on. No, wait. Let me give you a cultural lesson. Now, the 6 feet under is like a biblical thing. Like that's how far like they want to bury you, right? But you know the Muslims bury you feet down in a hole.
really,
And then bury you 6 feet, and 6 feet above your head is the dirt or the sand or whatever. Yeah.
So did you say
the headstone goes in the same place? It takes up the same amount of space, except everybody's buried like, you know, instead of buried like in plots 12 feet apart, it's like 3 feet apart.
that makes more sense?
It's but that is genius for the air fryer, and I'm utilizing this maneuver for shit sure.
You got dino nuggets in your freezer?
Maybe not dino nuggets, but I would definitely do wings, like standing up.
Do we have dino nuggets? No. Do we have dino nuggets? No? Okay.
I would definitely do hot, like wings, like buffalo wings in the air fryer, but standing up, for sure.
I got tired of lighters getting stolen from me, so I became the lighter thief. You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. I'm looking for...
Wow.
Because we got lighters. Because we got lighters.
For people who are
This is how
interested
we
in selling
roll.
$200 to $5,000, this is not a pyramid scheme. We will be selling
Police need help identifying the person in these photos. Twitter, do your thing.
I ain't no snitch, but that's Iron Man.
Yo, I think that guy's name's Tony.
Oh my god.
I ain't no snitch,
We
but I
ain't
think
no
that guy's
snitch,
name's
but that's
Tony.
Iron Man.
Hey, yo, dude, motherfuckers are like, where you get these lighters from? I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, I have
I don't
actually.
know.
I bought when I had a what was it called? A sales tax ID number or whatever it was called. I could buy from like the distributors. So I got a box of lighters from a distributor. So I have a box of Bic, the whole shebang bang.
You never need. There's
Never.
never a reason that you could never start a fire. You can always start a fire, whatever.
Well,
That's like an arsonist's like doomsday stockpile. It's like how I store ammo. You store lighters.
Wait a second. Hold on.
Oh no, again. We're falling down the hole again. Oh no, again. We're falling down the hole again.
Thank you for watching the Dumbfounded Dipshit podcast. I'm Mike, that is Ryan, and the music's about to get really wonky because it's going to be sound of a sound of a sound. Right? Wow, it can't even hear us. Can you hear me, Ryan? I can't hear you. It's all a mess. Oh my god, what's happening? I can't turn it off.